I now possess the natural radar of a bat.
Yes, Langstrom had achieved the impossible, all right. Far more so than even his wildest imaginings. Because when he happened to look down at his hands...
Oh my God! My hands! They're growing hairy, with claws, like a bat. I don't understand. Can this be a side effect of the gland extract? I'll put on some gloves. It's only temporary. It has to be.
But while preparing to go out, he encountered still another ominous sign.
My hat! What pushed it off my head?
By now, Langstrom already knew the worst. But he had to run to a mirror to see the horrible, ghastly truth for himself.
Oh, I have giant ears, red eyes, fur instead of skin. This can't be happening. But it is. I've become a man-bat.
Once the initial shock of his nightmarish fate had worn off, Langstrom remained at his museum lab late into the night, trying to discover where his serum had gone wrong. Until his work was interrupted by a ruckus in the jewelry exhibit upstairs in the museum. It was the Blackout Gang at work, a group that wore special equipment to enable them to operate in the dark. But that night they were encountering opposition, namely me.
It's Batman. We've got the advantage. We can see him, but he can't see us. Jump him!
I was badly outnumbered, but with that many rats in my back, anywhere I punched, my fist connected. I was holding my own well enough when all of a sudden...
I see it too, but I wish I didn't. This freak is even worse than Batman.
Yes, Robin, that night I had a new ally, as Batman and Man-Bat fought side by side to mop up the rest of the gang.
You all right, Batman?
Sure, friend. Thanks to you. There's so much I need to know about you.
No, it's all gone wrong. I want no part of you or anyone else.
Don't go. Come back. Let me try to help you. He flew off into the night, and it wasn't until months later that I learned that he was really Kirk Langstrom, and that his once noble mind had become dangerously unstable as a result of the serum.
That's some story, Batman. Did it ever have a happy ending?
Finally, after several months, I was able to catch up with him and administer the chemical antidote that turned Langstrom back to his human form. Everyone had high hopes for his recovery, especially when Langstrom decided to marry his fiancée, Francine, soon after that.
And then what happened?
They married, but by that time, Langstrom had relapsed into Man-Bat again. And he persuaded poor Francine to take the gland extract so that she, too, became a bat. It was his way of getting her to prove her love for him.
Man, those two have been through a lot.
And I thought the worst was behind them, until tonight. Poor Langstrom must have suffered another...
You took my Man-Bat away! For that, you must die!
Look out! Langstrom's back! But he's not making sense!
Wait a minute, Robin. I think I understand. This isn't Langstrom!
Good grief! The thing has swooped up Batman!
The fearsome creature of the night and the caped crime fighter locked themselves in furious and frenzied combat over Robin's head.
I've got to do something. I know. My utility belt.
Quickly, the Teen Wonder extracts a certain capsule and hurls it upward into the fray, where it breaks open in the face of Batman's monstrous opponent.
Good thinking, Robin. That sneezing powder ought to give me the advantage I need.
But just as Batman wrenches himself loose from the suffering creature, still another inhuman sound tears through the air. And as Batman agilely lands on the floor...
Oh my gosh! Now there are two of them! The Man-Bats are fighting!
No, they're not. The second one is trying to calm down the first, and he needs help.
The masked manhunter extracts a bat rope and a batarang from his utility belt, and with skills and reflexes honed to absolute perfection, he flings the batarang upward.
Right on, Batman! Your bat line is wrapping itself around both of them, binding them together.
Now they can't use their wings.
And without their wings...
Man-Bats don't fly.
But when the dynamic duo runs up to the grounded inhuman pair...
Look, Batman! The bigger one's got something in his hand. They're two hypodermic needles.
Now I know what to do.
And Batman does it, wasting no time and injecting each creature with one of the hypodermics.
Oh, they're changing. Losing their wings. Becoming human again. Becoming a man and a woman. Oh,
Kirk, I'm so sorry. I lost control of myself. To think I would try and kill Batman.
It's okay, honey. It was the serum warping your mind. You didn't know.
What happened, Kirk?
It's all a misunderstanding, Batman. I was long overdue from an expedition in South America, and poor Francine was worrying about me here at home.
Yesterday I was rummaging through Kirk's lab, very depressed, and I was so despondent I mistook the bat extract serum for my own drink. The next thing I knew, I was a bat.
Once the serum affected her mind, Francine became wildly insane. And when I finally got home this morning, I found frantic scrawls drawn all over the walls, blaming you, Batman, for my disappearance.
I get it. So you took a dose of this serum yourself, figuring the only way to stop a man-bat is with another man-bat.
That's right. But when I finally located you two a few hours ago, you were up against that terrible sonic disruptor. So I gave you a helping hand with those bank robbers.
I'll say you did. That must have been murder on your bat ears.
And while Kirk took some time to recover, Francine caught up with us and attacked.
Batman, can you ever forgive me?
I already have, Francine.
Well, I may never forgive you, Batman. Not unless you get around to introducing me to your friends.
Sorry, Robin. Kirk, Francine, I'd like you to meet my protege and junior partner.